What are you, stressed? Popping his... You only bought injectors
Usually.
so you get the stress reliever.
Okay.
So we had a couple injectors. Connor said they were broke. I don't know.
20670.
Okay. Oh, Standine. Yeah.
Made in USA.
Okay, we didn't opt for the $36 Chinese injectors.
Because they were wrong.
No, okay. So we got two new injectors. So this may be our smoky issue because this is the adjuster and it's broke. Here's a nut that goes to it. It broke off.
Yep.
And there's another injector that's broke too.
Okay, so yeah, there it is. Replacement injector. Clamp has got the same number. It's stamped with the same number. It
Looks
exactly
remotely the same. Looks pretty much exactly the same, doesn't it?
It better be.
Don't mix them up.
No, that's it. That's our guy.
All right. Well, once you stand around, let's put them in. We got to start that
I
today?
got a lot to do for that.
Oh, you got a lot of cleaning up to do.
Everything. I got to clean the tank.
I think you ought to subscribe to the John Freitag channel. Find out what's wrong with this dozer. Clearing up. All right, so Connor's got the rebuild kit for that, what do we call that? Transfer pump.
It's a lift pump.
Lift or
That's what I would
transfer
call
pump.
it. That's what I call it in Cummins world.
With its own sediment bowl on the bottom.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
So that mounts on the side of the fuel pump. I'm going to go out there right now. I'll scrape the gasket off.
I'm going to take this off first.
Okay, we got a new gasket.
I know I got a new one of them. Take the big nut off.
You're going to change everything, right?
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yep. At least clean the thing out. I bet you it's full of grit.
Grit?
Yeah.
True grit. All right. Okay, and that's right where that little pump goes, right here. So I'm going to scratch that off. Looks like we got some schmeggy oil inside that pump. We're going to have to clean that out too. I got to read up on that a little bit. I don't know if it's got a drain or what the deal is. I thought it ran on engine oil, but I don't know where that oil came from. I don't think the whole engine's full of that mucky looking oil, but I better look. And we changed those injectors. One went back there and one went over here, so it's got two new injectors in it. So it's a third of the way having new injectors. So they're a couple $100 for the new injectors. It'd be like $600-700. That's a lot of money to just dump in there right now. If those two cure it and it don't smoke like crazy, we'll be happy with it. And Connor's got it tearing apart. And what are you finding, Connor? A lot of dirt and grime in there?
It's pretty awful. Yeah, it's really contaminated and rusty. It's sat for 15 plus years.
I can't believe it's contaminated and rusty.
I gotta get that little clip guy out. So this
What's that? That clip thing?
plunger, roller plunger is retained by that clip,
Okay.
which is pretty interesting. Goes into that little hole. So this kit comes with this guy, this plunger, and the spring that goes with it.
So all the plungers, they're check valves is what they are.
Yeah. And then I haven't gotten to those.
And then there's the one plunger that goes behind that roller. And that roller follows the cam that's inside the pump.
The primer plunger.
That has a plunger too, huh? The new.
Does. So
What's the new one
It comes
got?
with both of those. Well, they're both there.
Oh, okay.
They're all there.
That kit was like $30. That's pretty cheap, I'd say.
I'd say it was too. It came with this awesome
Comes with a lot of stuff. Came with that whole new primer thing.
Yep. And it's
I'd imagine that'd be $30.
just like the original equipment.
So we figured that plunger right there was stuck.
Yep. It was seasoned.
That spring wasn't pushing it back. It was seizing the bore. So this pump was not working at all.
Nope.
I think that's why you had that problem getting it primed up.
Yeah. I think
So we're
so.
going to clean it up, put it back together, and then hopefully it's not going to just dump a bunch of diesel fuel into the injection pump.
That would be the risky thing.
Get this cleaned up and put back together. I'm going to order that one. It's like $60 on eBay. It's made in Italy. And I think our Italian buddies can make a decent pump, don't you?
Yeah, sure. It's close to Germany.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the same continent.
Same continent. What are you doing?
You got
That teeny tiny
Here's the
little
hardest part.
O-ring?
That's the old one, and it was ripped. I gotta get it down into that.
It's inside that inner bore.
Yeah. So.
Well, just put it in there.
Yeah. Let me shrink. I can't even get my fingers in there.
Put a little grease on it, on the end of a bolt.
That's one way to do it.
That might put a score in it.
Let's try the Phillips then.
How about a drill bit?
How about a Phillips that'll get it down
Yeah.
there? And then I could push it down in there. That'll at least keep it centered, you know? Boy. This is gonna be difficult.
You want me to do it? I'd use a little piece of mix stick. I'm worried about that metal hurting it.
I'm using the smooth side of it.
Push it down in with your fingertip. You got it in there?
Not quite.
Let's put a little light on the subject.
It's in there cockeyed.
Oh, I see it. How about that screwdriver? A little worried about that.
I know. Well,
A little dowel.
let's try.
Let me get you something.
Incredibly difficult job. You know.
Yeah, look at that.
That is
That little O-ring sitting on there. We don't have a clue how to push it down in. You gonna use that and do it?
I'm gonna try.
That might work, yeah. Put it down one side and then just roll it in. Yeah, just like that.
I gotta use the tools you don't want me to use, unfortunately.
I can make you some tools.
Got that kind of time.
It's like surgery. Only you got it. You got it. I'm so encouraging, aren't I?
Yeah. Thanks, Dad.
You got it. Always got my finger over the microphone on this thing. That's why half the time the sound sounds terrible.
Oop. Nice.
Oh, let me roll the table around while you're working on it. You almost got it.
It's called a gurney.
Gurney.
Just pushing it back a little.
And put a little grease on that and slide the piston thing in there. You got it. Look at that. Just about right there.
It's rolled a little funny, but
Yeah, there you go. Now you got it.
that's it.
You did it. Awesome. So now you're getting that little steel rod in there.
Yeah.
It's in? How's it feel to you?
Well, it feels precision.
Yeah.
You know?
Snug.
Yep, it's snug. Boy, there's not a whole lot of room for that O-ring to be there. But I don't think I cut it. Otherwise, I'd see a little piece of rubber right there.
Cut what?
The O-ring.
Oh, no, I didn't cut
You
it.
know, you'd see it right
You
there.
lubed it.
I did.
Just slid that thing in there.
Yep. So,
That little guy's got to go in there.
I'm going to lube this too.
Perfect. Sounded good.
Moves.
Huh?
It moves nice.
Awesome.
It
So it's going
moves.
to pump fuel now.
Yes, it is. Okay.
Get your new gasket on that.
Well, let's
Get
put
the spring in there.
Let's put the roller carrier in next. Did not clean this much. I'm just going to spray it up quick. This guy doesn't seem to have a top or a bottom. Probably should have paid attention to that.
Yeah, now that roller's going to roll backwards forever. Or not.
Maybe you'd be good for it.
I don't know.
Got those little guides.
Yeah.
Yoink. Now we're going to clip those in.
And that keeps that from actually nothing, because once it's in there, it never comes to that clip.
I think it's mostly an assembly holder.
Yep, just to keep it during assembly.
Which, honestly, I'm not very thrilled about it. I almost like
It doesn't look like it's going in very well.
like the old one better.
The old one's better. The old one looks thinner.
This one is not as good.
That's got to fit into that.
I don't like that. I think I'm gonna reuse the old one.
All right.
So yeah, that is thinner. This also seemed very weak. You know, like you'd expect something like this to be spring steel, and it's
Looks like aluminum.
It's very bendy.
All right, so that one's going away.
We're gonna reuse this guy. There's nothing wrong with it. See, it's got an extra. Let's compare, because this is a good. See how much sharper that bend is.
Yep.
That's
It's
our
more
issue.
precision.
This original one's
The original is much better.
part.
So this whole kit makes me wonder now.
Well, one little thing.
All right, so you get that hooked in that hole and hang it around there. Look at that, it's flush in there.
That's what you want.
That one was junk then.
Yeah.
Junk!
Well, it didn't have as tight a bend, that's for sure.
All right, so you pretty much, for the most part, got this together. You're going to put the cap on and that return spring back in, and then
Yeah.
see if it moves, see if it works.
So the plunger needs to go on the back one, right?
I don't know.
Pretty sure.
Oh yeah, it does.
It's got a spring, and it's got a round plunger.
Well, it's just like that, right?
It is. And then we've got a copper
Copper washer?
crush. Now, it must have crushed that much.
Nah.
There's no way, right?
No. I ain't strong enough to crush something like
I
that.
think I need to reuse the old crush washers. I know
thinner.
that sounds crazy, but
I don't think it's crazy.
I don't either. So we're pretty thrilled about this kit, eh?
Yeah. Starting to wonder.
So I spent $30 on a 50-cent O-ring.
Okay, so what do you got now? You got to put that in there. That's just
Should have
another-
a new spring. Where'd that go?
Right here's a spring.
Yeah, there should have been a new one over in this.
There was. I saw new springs. Did you lose it?
Not on purpose.
Oh no.
Oh, look at that. That's the right crush.
Oh.
Giddy up. So I guess we're down to using another old spring. Oh, this feels pretty springy. Better than that one. That one's bent.
I'm not sure that
It had
the
two.
old springs are worse. I mean,
I know.
A spring's a spring. If it ain't rusted.
If it's not bent like that one, it's gonna work. So maybe I will take that apart and put the new crush washer on.
Yeah, it'll take you a second.
Yep.
You're gonna put the new washer you just found on there.
Yeah, since I got it. Yep, fits perfect. So what are all these other crush washers for?
I don't know.
4 free crush washers. Good deal. Got that guy goes there. This guy goes here.
Now we can actually use our primer without slopping fuel everywhere.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Good.
Oh, like a proper crush.
All right, so this washer goes here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know that one.
We got this spring. They don't give you a new one of them in the kit. Which
No, they don't.
It's kind of like a main
The
spring.
main spring.
But whatever.
Why would you need that? Now the fun part,
Fun part is going to be
putting that all together, pushing it down, but that spring is so taut. No, it's not bad. You got it.
It's not too bad. Always keep it lined up with your face.
Yeah. Oh, I always do. I wouldn't want it to hit something valuable.
Yeah.
So try that plunger again. Okay, so now it works with the spring. It wasn't doing that before, so I think that was our problem with the running out of fuel scenario it was doing.
I think so. Well, and the dirty. We've done a
Fuel tank
very
refurb.
quick fuel system rehab.
Yep.
That's what we've done.
Had to clean it up.
Yep. So we got this guy here. That's going to work now. We've
Okay.
got,
Let's go put it together and see if the thing runs without smoking so bad with those 2 brand new injectors.
2 faulty injectors.
It might even start.
Let's see if we can keep this on here. We don't have another one of these. That would
No.
have been a good one for the kit.
Yeah.
That would have been a really good one for the kit.
Yep. Sediment bowl. Gizmo. Well, don't put the bowl on yet because you need to get in there to put the nuts
Nah,
back
I just
on.
want to get this into place because this was hard to get into place last time I did it.
Oh, okay. Oh, I see. That can stay there.
Yeah.
Groovy.
Make sure that's set right.
So we're gonna slap that pump on there. Now we're getting close to seeing if this thing's gonna run.
What if there's a drain in the bottom of that? That is the ugliest oil I ever saw.
I know, it's not good. Well, I was looking through the book. I didn't see anything about that.
Yeah.
Should we look through the book again?
For what we're doing today, let's see if we fixed a bunch of issues.
All right.
You know?
Yep. All right, we're gonna bolt this on, hook it up, and get fuel in this thing. That filter element looks to me like it's plugged shut. You don't think that would cause smoke, do you?
It's just a routine maintenance.
Not getting any air. But we got this pump mounted on there. We got it all primed up. We got to prime with fuel, put fuel in it. You gotta pull that off and see what that looks like, Connor.
to do this.
Then he got into that. I might have an inner also.
Oh, it's so dirty, it's unbelievable.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Knock it off on the dozer blade. Let's see if any dirt comes out. Oh, it's pretty clean. Look at that.
Have you ever seen a dirtier one?
No.
I don't think I've ever seen a dirtier one.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Get the numbers off it. We'll have to get that.
Napa Gold. 2126.
2126. Okay. Wow. But it's not broke or anything, right? It's not sucking dirt right through into the motor.
It's not like that. Like all the
It just plugs
chicken
shut.
wire is still good.
Wow.
Look clean before
About a shovel of dirt came out of that thing. Well, you know what? That thing right there would cause a smoke. I mean, it's struggling to get air.
Might be some of the smoke. It was obviously pumping raw fuel though.
Yeah, you got 2 bad injectors too, obviously. Oh yeah, we got dirt flying everywhere. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Last place this was a toxic waste dump.
We bought it from some place called Chernobyl.
Chernobyl. We want to see if it runs, and Connor's thinking maybe he wants to buy more injectors. But I'm real sure I don't want to buy more injectors.
Yeah, I know. Still pretty cheap when you think about what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, starting keys.
Oh, it's starting to snow and rain or something. Okay, we're gonna fire this thing up.
Okay.
I got the keys. Give me the can of ether. Where's that at? You're gonna just crank it? I bet it needs a little snort.
I think it does.
All right.
It's 40 degrees out.
No. It isn't.
Smells better.
Smells like fuel.
It does. It smells better. Already, it doesn't smell as wet as it did before.
Oh, the ether must be inside.
There's one in the backhoe. You had one.
I know. Man, a lot left than that.
Good, we don't need a lot. We don't want a lot.
Contact.
That's still pretty smoky. Sounds a little clacky too, I don't know. Does it sound clackier than it used to?
Still just as smoky as it used to be.
Huh?
Still just as smoky.
Yeah, I'd say it's just as smoky. You know what though? Maybe so those injectors ain't bled out yet.
Yeah. Doesn't have full throttle yet either. That kind of stuff.
Sounds terrible. That's cleaner now. I think it's got to prime up some injectors. That's obviously it's got to warm up. I mean, it's so ice cold.
Well, it's got throttle now. It didn't have that before.
Well, you had injectors that weren't firing.
That is still really smoky.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think we fixed that.
Sounds like it's smoothing out though.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right. Well, that's funny. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that video. Like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. We'll see you guys on the next one.